If you're a nurse practitioner or physician assistant looking for a collaborating physician, I want to save you from making one of the most expensive mistakes we see providers make. And no, I'm not talking about choosing the wrong physician. I'm talking about choosing the cheapest physician. Because when it comes to collaboration, the lowest monthly fee is often where the biggest risks are hiding. I'm Tavi, an NP myself and the Director of Growth Initiatives here at Collaborating Docs. If this topic interests you, stay tuned. Now, to be clear, I am not saying that every affordable collaboration arrangement is bad. What I am saying is that collaboration is not a commodity. A collaborating physician isn't just a signature on a piece of paper. They're part of your compliance structure, they're part of your business continuity plan, and in some states, they're critical to your ability to continue practicing. So before you choose a collaborating physician based solely on price, here are a few questions you should ask. First, can you actually reach the physician when you need them? One of the most common complaints we hear from providers coming to our service from others is, I can't reach my physician. I can't get my physician to respond. What happens when you have a compliance question, a chart review, a payer request, or a state board concern? If your physician is supporting dozens and dozens of providers and takes days or weeks to respond, that low monthly rate suddenly becomes much less attractive. The second question to ask, what protections are in place if the relationship ends? A surprising number of providers are operating with minimal contractual protections. Can the physician raise the rate? Can they terminate with little notice? What happens if they retire or stop collaborating? Your ability to practice should never depend on a handshake agreement. The third question to ask is, has the physician actually been vetted? Many providers assume that someone has verified licensure, disciplinary history, provider caps, state-specific requirements, and specialty fit. Unfortunately, that is not always the case. And if those things haven't been reviewed, you could be inheriting risk that you didn't even know exists. The fourth question to consider, who's responsible for malpractice coverage? This one gets overlooked all the time. Some providers discover later that physician malpractice considerations weren't included, weren't addressed, or create additional expenses that they weren't expecting. What looks like a cheaper option up front can actually end up costing significantly more later. The fifth question to ask, what happens if your physician leaves? And trust me, it happens. Physicians retire, they relocate, they change priorities, and they stop collaborating. The question isn't whether it can happen. The question is whether you have a backup plan for when it does. Because if your physician disappears tomorrow, how quickly can you replace them? And can your practice continue operating in the meantime? Finally, my biggest question, who helps when something goes wrong? Because eventually, something always does. Maybe it's a compliance question, maybe it's a contract issue, maybe it's a state regulatory change. Maybe it's a communication problem. Many low-cost arrangements end after the introduction is made. No support, no escalation path, no guidance, you are on your own. At the end of the day, collaboration is about much more than meeting a state requirement. It's about protecting your license, protecting your practice, and protecting your ability to care for the patients that rely on you. So before you choose a collaborating physician based solely on price, ask yourself, what am I actually getting for that fee? Because in healthcare, the cheapest option isn't always the most affordable option. And when it comes to collaboration, the biggest risks are often the ones hidden behind the lowest monthly price tag. If you're evaluating collaboration options, don't just compare monthly fees. Compare what's actually included. At Collaborating Docs, we focus on building compliant, supportive, long-term collaborative relationships with vetted physicians, dedicated support, physician collaboration, malpractice coverage, and ongoing guidance every step of the way. If you'd like to learn more, click below to schedule a consultation with one of our expert APPs on our onboarding team. Thank you.